Hello everyone, this is Xephyr here, and welcome back to Monster Hunter World. Alright, so we picked our weapon. We can go ahead and leave now.
Want to get going?
Alright, so your partner's got a quest for you. I think she's over at the canteen. So
Once you're ready, head to the canteen. I'll be there waiting with a quest.
Blah,
You
blah,
can get
blah.
more familiar with your weapons at the training area. Just talk to the housekeeper to get started.
Alright, so we'll talk to the housekeeper real quick. I know this looks like some old closet that we turned into a makeshift room for you Mew hunters, but that's not the case, I promise. It's fully furnished with everything Meowster needs. You have your very own equipment box where you can manage and change your gear. I just hope you don't mind changing in front of others, because you have roommates. Didn't they tell you that? No? Okay. Moving on, your room also comes with an area to manage your Palico's gear, right next to your bed even. Convenient, right? Oh, one more thing. If you need to access the training area, just come talk to me. I'm here to lend a paw 24/7. I aim to please. Now, what does Meowster need? Alright, nothing there right now. I'm going to talk to Shadow here real quick. Meowdy, Meowster, did you know you can forge equipment I can use over at the smithy? Alright, so nothing special there at the moment. So, let's head up to the canteen and pick up our quest. Now that you have access to the armory and the provision stockpile, grab what you need. Once you're done, go meet up with your handler in the canteen to sign up for a quest. Alright, so
Handlers
anytime...
sort through the research commission's leads. And the ones they deem worth our attention become quests.
Right, so
Hey!
Okay, anyone who has an
Over here.
Oh my god, they talk way too much. Anyone who has an exclamation point has something to tell us, so we're going to talk to them.
Listen up.
There's something important I need to talk to you about. This commission is special, different from your past undertakings, if I had to take a guess. It's not about hunting down the Elder Dragons, or punishing them for the damage they cause. The commission seeks an understanding of their place in nature, and ours. That's the point. The Elder Dragons are nature, and it's as futile to try and punish nature as it is to run from it. But knowing nature, now that's something we can do. We're going to face some real challenges. The best course might not always be
What
clear.
this world needs
Before
is
you take
art.
life, or move to defend it, understand it. That's what makes you a hunter. I thought what made me a hunter is hunting monsters, but whatever. Oh, nice weapon, buddy. I guess that means it's time to get hooked up with some supplies. We carry pretty much everything you need, so if you're ever short on anything, I'm your guy. And yes, I did accidentally almost read his name. But as much as I'd love to take all your Zenny, it's still a good idea to gather as much as you can while out in the field. Yep, and that's what we're going to do for the most part. I don't remember really using him for much. We're not starting the quest yet. We have other things we need to do first. Got people to talk to. Oh, the game runs so well on PC, it's amazing. There you go, newcomer. You look a lot more hunterly with a weapon on your back. This is the Armory. We deal in ready-made weapons and armor. If you need a weapon ASAP and don't have time to gather the materials, we're your ticket. So yeah, that's basically all it's for. Is if you would rather use Zenny instead of materials to make base weapons, you go to her. That's about it. You don't really use her otherwise. Hey, welcome to the canteen, the best place for you to boost your hunt. You're from the 5th, right? Well, let me clue you into what the canteen is all about. Gains, health, stum, you know, whatever. Max gains. Go on and sit down over there at the counter, scrawny. When you're ready to get your pre-hunt on, let me know. So, you eat food before a quest, you get a boost to your health and a boost to your stamina. You can get plus 50 stamina and plus 50 health. Though to get plus 50 health, you have to eat all or at least 5 fresh ingredients. You get plus 10 per fresh ingredient.
Right on time.
Which again, I'll explain more when we actually use it. We won't need it right away, and it does cost Zenny, so I don't want to use up Zenny right away if I don't need to. Okay, partner, time to get down to business. The guild teamed us up for a reason. From now on, you're my hunter and I'm your handler. I'm the bread to your butter. Got it? The 5th Fleet's first mission is to survey the Jagras habitat. Then we gotta cull a certain number of them in order to secure the area. We can depart as soon as you sign up for the Jagras of the Ancient Forest quest. You ready?
What are we waiting
A
for?
wild and wondrous new world is waiting for us out there. Alright. Quests involve objectives such as slaying monsters. To get started on a quest, first you have to accept it. Assignments. Complete these missions to advance the story. Optional quests. These include favors for NPCs. More will become available as you meet the necessary requirements. You take on optional quests as many times as you like. Investigations. These special quests are issued by the Resource Center and can only be taken a limited number of times. Events. Special quests exclusive to online play. So we just have this for now. So Zora Magdaros' appearance has brought about changes in the local ecosystem. Head into Jagras territory to investigate and take them out if necessary. Rewards 720 Zeni. We get 50 minutes. Just have to slay 7 Jagras, and we can fade 3 times, which won't happen because we're just slaying Jagras. You're free to explore Stera until preparations for the quest are complete, which that little ding means the quest is ready. Preparation on PC seems to be ridiculous. Our load times are amazing. I love it because consoles, they weren't necessarily slow, but I mean PC so far, everything's been loading unbelievably fast. It's amazing. Grab a meal at the canteen, shore up your supplies at the provision stockpile, get the latest gear from the smithy and armory, then adjust your equipment and organize your items at the item box. You'll be heading out into the field in no time. Take a look at the upper left corner of the screen. When the quest is ready to begin, you'll see a notification there. Once you've prepared, press the share button in my case at any time to enter standby. You can go on standby by pressing X at one of Sarah's gates. From the party member status menu, selecting standby for departure will have your party depart on the quest as soon as all preparations are accounted for. If you are the leader of the party, pressing triangle will let you depart first with other members who are on standby. That won't really affect us much because I really don't play multiplayer unless it's something I absolutely have to for. Though we will, this game's basically always online, and I forgot to set Steam to offline mode before going, so after this quest we're going to be put online, and so we'll probably see a bunch of names pop up because it randomly puts you in an online room. We'll deal with that once we get there.
Job. Let's do a quick review of quest rules. Rule number 1. Complete the objective to complete the quest. Easy, right? Each quest has an objective. You can't consider the quest done until you complete that objective. Our current objective is to eliminate a specified number of Jagras. Let's check them out. We ran into some Jagras on the way to base. The small monsters, remember? I think we saw them somewhere around here. Want to check it out? Rule number 2. Use the supply box. The commission supplies us with a loadout of certain items for each quest. They're in the supply box over there. Have a look and decide what you should take along. Ready to go.
Alright, Sophia lost check the wildlife map, blah blah blah. Other thing that's important, capture net. This is basically the bug net of the game, but it doesn't just catch bugs.
Oh yeah.
It can also catch fish. That's not what I wanted to use. Shoot. Whatever, it's not a big deal. I meant to use an easy ration. It doesn't really matter. We'll get plenty more rations.
Want to get going?
You have your supplies. Good. You have your supplies. Good. Let's go. But it lets you catch endemic life.
Going?
Oh my goodness! I didn't want to click on you. I wanted to down because we want to. Shoot. Did I get him? Yes. Alright, we got a shepherd hare. An animal often seen scurrying down narrow side paths. Follow one and you might discover a new shortcut. I know he's been talking, but I'm more interested. Like, you can read the tutorial stuff. Like I said, if they're not voice acting, I'm not going to worry about it. But endemic life, the little creatures you can catch, you can make them pets in your room and just let them sit out, which is really cool. And that's what the capture net's for. It's for catching endemic life, for catching fish, though you can normally fish with a fishing rod as well.
Ready your weapon before attacking.
It
Keep in
can
mind
catch
what you're able to do depends on whether or not your weapon is drawn.
all sorts of stuff. Bugs are
When you're
more often than
investigating or
not
gathering items, you
picked up.
generally want to keep your weapon sheathed.
I'll mark gathering sites and monster positions on the wildlife map for you.
Bugs are gathered like everything else. Basically, you pick them up like this when you find them.
You can gather honey and mix it with a potion to make mega potions.
So the capture net's more used just to catch the endemic life pets. And there's a lot of them in the game. Like, there's a ton of endemic life. It's super cool. So we'll be having to get a lot of that.
A pack of Jagras. Those are the monsters we're after.
Let's see how you hold up when you're on your own.
running away, huh? That's fine.
They're on the run. Don't let them get away.
What? I don't care if they get away.
Grab all the monster materials you can. You can use them at the smithy.
Let them get away for the moment. Not a big deal. So one downside of the tutorials is I'm so used to these games that I keep forgetting they're going to keep talking, and I don't mean to talk over them. I am sorry for that, but it's like information that I expect people to know already, which I shouldn't, because there's plenty of people who are new to Monster Hunter, especially with the PC edition coming out, since this is the first Monster Hunter on PC. But I want to explain the stuff that's actually important rather than the stuff he wants to explain. I want that freaking... Okay, I got it. Yeah, I want all the endemic life. Endemic life is so cool. It's fun to have options for your room for pets. It's fun.
Dodge their attacks.
Oh, I know.
Like
He...
that head on.
Who cares? They're Jagras.
Gather your spirit to increase its power. The weapon is losing its sharpness. Race and distance. Keep it together, okay? Okay. Let's head home and report back to the old man.
I love how I'm clearly doing just fine on my own. He's like trying to explain to me how my weapon works. And all I can think is, I have been hunting with a longsword for many, many, many years. Not my entire Monster Hunter career, because I started with Monster Hunter in 2004 on the PS2, which didn't have the longsword. Longsword was introduced to Monster Hunter DOS, which we didn't even get in the United States. I think the first time I got to use the longsword was Freedom 2 on PSP, because I don't think Freedom even had the longsword. I don't think it was in that one. I'd have to check. I don't remember. That's been a long time. But yeah, I've been using the longsword for a long time, so I don't really need his expertise on it. Alright, so the other reason you want to collect endemic life is you get research points, which are used for a lot of different things. If you've played any other Monster Hunters, it's just like the points you normally get for like your farm and things. You use them around Astera to get extra items and to do different tasks, or to get other people to do tasks for you, and we'll see that as we unlock more stuff. Usual reward screen. Lots of stuff. Palette going up to level 2. Yay. See, we got another 55 research points, or 720 Zenny. Now I think it forces us online, yeah. Yep, and we're gonna see a whole bunch of names pop up as it puts us in a random room. Fine work taking down those Jagras. So there's no difference in their habitat, but their numbers are increasing. I see. It may be stating the obvious, but the Jagras aren't the only danger lurking around these parts. We've also received reports of a Kestodon herd getting out of hand. This must be all because Zora Magdaros made landfall. It's got everything riled up.
Listen up.
Well, it's going to be your job to quiet them down. We'd like you to investigate this Kestodon herd and cull their numbers. I'm going along. Wouldn't want you to get hurt. Alright, you can now depart on quests with other players via an online session. Turn on voice chat function? No, I don't want voice chat on.
Alright. Now that you've got some materials, why don't we head over to the smithy to see what you can do with them?
Alright, so actually step 1 is going to be to get off of this online room. We'll go talk to everyone after that. So what we could do is you can go over to... Oh, I can't use a quest board yet. Never mind. I'll have to do it in a bit. So then step 1 is going to be to talk to the Poogie. Pet the Poogie as often as you can, because you'll build up reputation with it, and eventually it'll love you, and when it loves you, good things happen, and I'll show you that when we get there. I'm going to name him Sir Porkins. Alright. But yeah, you want to pet him. There gets to a point where he really, really likes you, and then you can use him to do stuff. So let's talk to all the people we have to talk to. Alright, so research area. Alright, couple of things. Couple of people to talk to. So we'll go do that first. Oh, we can take our login bonus too. So every day you get a login bonus. Alright, so for one thing, you get a lucky voucher. That gives you double reward money and extra reward items. It doesn't increase the chance of getting special reward items, but since it gives you more rewards, it is giving you more chances to get it. So if something has a 1% chance to drop, it's not going to increase that percentage, but since you have more spots, there's more chances to get that 1%. But you get 1 a day, you can store 5 at a time, and you can also claim 5 at a time. So if you don't get to play for, say, 3 days, you'll get 3 vouchers when you take your login bonus. Or if you haven't played in 5 days, you'll get 5. But since you can only hold 5 at a time, if you're going to claim multiple, just make sure you have room for all of them. You also will get a bonus item, so we got 2 flash pods, which is nice, and then it gives you a little bit of information about what's going on. So you can see that we get a Steam release item pack as a commemorative gift, and downloadable contents available on the Steam store. It gets you some hairstyles and gestures. So here's our commemorative gift for the Steam release item pack. So we got 50 Mega Potion, 20 Life Powder, 10 Demon Powder, 10 Heart Shell Powder, and 5 Steel Egg. Which was actually an item pack that was given on consoles too at release time. So that's pretty cool. A hunter from the 5th, are you? Then you must have finished your first quest. This is Ecological Research, headed up by yours truly. Tell me, did you find any monster data out there? Tracks, gashes, that sort of thing? Data tells us a story about the monsters, an elaborate and interesting one at that. Your job in the field team is to track the monsters, collect data, and advance the study. Our job is to take that data, analyze it, and compile our findings for the commission. What we learn helps you out in the field too, so you see, we need each other. Drop by here anytime and I'll show you what we're working on. Ecological Research is a facility that studies monsters. Their studies can help you with your hunts and investigations. Gathering monster tracks and the like will earn you research points. Collect enough and your research level will go up, giving you access to new features and intel that will make your hunts easier. You can also consult the monster field guide to view monster info such as habitat, weaknesses, and materials that can be carved. Research levels do not increase automatically. When you see a report to the Ecological Research team on the results screen, be sure to pay them a visit. In the research level new item, you'll also find your scout flies level, which determines their abilities. The higher your scout flies level, the sooner your scout flies will pick up the next set of monster tracks. All useful stuff there. Alright, new tutorial. Next, we get to talk to this person here. So this is weird that her name's Squad Manager, because I don't think squads work in PC. They use your Steam groups.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello, Fiver. We're all ready to open our tavern and gathering hub, the Celestial Pursuit. At the gathering hub, you can meet up with other hunters and embark on quests together. To find the Celestial Pursuit, just look up. See that ship atop a stair that looks like it's about to sail off to the stars? That's it. You can get up there by taking the lift. Please come visit us as soon as you get the chance. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that I read that squads are handled by your Steam groups, so I'm not sure why she's called the Squad Manager. I'm guessing they just chose not to change her name. I guess we'll find out when we go up there, which we won't do until we're in a private session because I don't want to see other hunters because I don't want to be online. It just happens that it forces you online after you beat your first quest. So, the 5th has arrived. Greetings there. I'm the airship engineer with the 2nd Fleet. I work on flying machines, airships, and what have you. I'm sure you're curious about why you haven't met a member of the 3rd yet. That's because they've all been stranded for years. It wasn't long after the scholars from the 3rd landed before they insisted upon crossing the Great Ravine. So they got their ship converted into an airship and off they went. It was going well until just after they'd crossed the ravine. A flying monster attacked their airship and grounded them. Sure, they were reckless to go, but seeing as I'm the man who put them in the air, I can't help but feel partly responsible for it all. Ever since then, I've been working on making a better airship, one that we could use to go rescue them. Between the New World's nasty weather and the strong winds hurtling down the ravine, it's been one failure after another. Still, you won't catch me calling it quits. Alright, who else we got? Canteen, and then we're to the smithy. You interested in bulking up the canteen with more ingredients? Now that's what I'm talking about. Take care of the quest of fungal flexing in the ancient forest and that menu will be more packed than Great Jagrus' belly. Finish that one up and I'll be able to get my paws on the goods. Don't let me down. Alright, so new quest added. Fungal flexing in the ancient forest. Deliver 20 gourmet shroom caps. Alright, so that'll give us another ingredient to use at the canteen, which again I'll explain when we actually need to use the canteen. So I think that was all of... Yes, it was all the quest or exclamation points. So let's go talk to the smithy.
There you are, Fiver.
Aha, look who's back with materials. Step right up and welcome to the smithy. You'll be needing my services a lot. What I do for you is simple. Whenever you go out in the field and gather materials, I turn those materials into weapons and armor. Drop by whenever you find something new and interesting. Here, I'll give you some materials as a welcome present. You can use them to upgrade your equipment. You can use monster materials in order to forge and upgrade equipment at the smithy. Give the materials you earn as quest rewards or carve them from monsters to the smithy to create new equipment for taking on even tougher monsters. So upgrade, we're going to upgrade our longsword. First, select the weapon you want to upgrade to. You can use materials to upgrade different weapons with a variety of improved stats. If you want more base weapons to enhance, you can create more by selecting forge equipment at the smithy or by purchasing them at the Armory. Upgraded weapons can also be downgraded. The materials used to upgrade the weapon will be returned to you, which is nice. Select a weapon with the cursor and press Y to add it to your wish list. Once you acquire, triangle to add it to your wish list. Once you acquire all the necessary materials to create a wish listed item, you'll receive a message. You can add weapons and armor to your wish list from the forge equipment screen. Oy. Lots of reading. My voice is starting to get hoarse. Alright, so we need 2 iron ore and 200 zenny to upgrade to the Iron Katana 2. You can see our attack power goes up by, 33? Yeah, 33. And we get green sharpness. So the sharpness goes red, orange, yellow, green, blue, white. There's also purple in other Monster Hunter games, but it's not in Monster Hunter World yet. I don't know if they're waiting for G rank or if they're just waiting for a specific monster to give it to us, but we don't have purple sharpness yet. So you always want to have the highest sharpness possible, because if your sharpness isn't high enough, you will bounce off monster parts. Green sharpness is usually good enough for hitting most spots, and after green, blue, and white also increase, well, one, they can hit even harder spots, but they also increase your attack power. If you bounce, you do almost no damage, and it leaves you open to being hurt. So it's always good to have higher sharpness. So we are going to upgrade our Iron Katana rather than make a Bone Shotel, because the Bone Shotel, even if we could upgrade it, would still only have yellow sharpness. So it would have a higher attack power, but it's not really worth it if we're bouncing. So we're going to take the Iron Katana 2 to upgrade. Alright. So to get the next level, we need stuff that we don't know about. So that's probably being white stone. It's either light crystals or earth crystals. Now there's also the form down here, but we need monster parts that we don't know what they are. So who knows? But for now, we'll plan on just getting as much ore as we can and see if we can find what we need to upgrade to this Iron Katana 3, I would assume it is. But that took care of that part. So he had given us 2 iron ore and an armor sphere, which is nice. Now we have to go talk to our handler, which I think we still don't have anyone else. No, okay.
Hey there, partner.
Right, so the next thing we need to take care of are those Custodon. The chief said he'd be tagging along with us. How about we start our search in the ancient forest and go from there? Oh, and I've got some good news. We handlers post all the leads we find up on the quest board. You can sign up for the quest there too, so you don't always have to come all the way up here. But then again, you might miss out on all the eats up here.
You can pick up quests from the quest board too. It lists the same quests that I've got, so don't worry about having to check 2 places. We're on the hunt.
Let's head to the ancient forest to research those Custodon. I like how she says researching air quotes, because she knows we're just going to kill them because we're hunters. Alright, so we're going to create an online session. There's not really a lot of... The options are more limited than they were in the console, but we're going to change it to private session so it's just us. Alright. Alright, so now we're on a private session so that we can finish looking around, because we need to go up to the Celestial Pursuit. Now the one thing, it is annoying that it does have to reload when you go to a different online session, and it sends you back down to down here, because that's a bit immersion breaking that we were up there and then all of a sudden we're down here. But whatever. It's just the way it works. So we'll head up to the Gathering Hub now. I love the look of the gathering hub. So here's the gathering hub. Alright, the Celestial Pursuit is a gathering hub where up to 16 players can get together for a hunt. It contains the following: arena counter, quest counter, notice board, canteen, your room, hub provisions. You can also engage fellow hunters in arm wrestling and other fun activities. Most of the facilities listed above are also available during offline play. I don't know why they call it offline play, since, I mean, you'd have to disconnect your internet to be on offline play, because there's no option to just be offline when you load up the game. You're either online or you have your network disconnected. Arena counter, quest counter. Here you can participate in arena quests and compete against hunters from all over the world. Notice board. Check here for your login bonuses and important notices. Canteen, your room, hub provisions. These offer the same services as their HQ counterparts. So the problem with the didn't change my group like I wanted it to, so that's annoying. I'll have to figure that out at some point. Alright, so yeah, now she's an event manager. She's not a squad manager. Hi, and welcome to the Celestial Pursuit. Alright, so we need to talk to her. I think she's the only one up here. That's an exclamation point. Yes. Hi, welcome to the arena counter. We have a special quest for you today. That's right, an arena quest. Just need to think of a good name for it. Best of luck to you in there. It looks like you'll need it. It's the arena. There's monsters in it. You fight them, but please take your time looking at the quest list. Alright, so that's all we had to do up here. Now, the downside to the guild hall is that, or not the guild hall, the gathering hub, is that there's no access to the smithy, so you always have to come back down to go to the smithy, and that's why most people don't use the gathering hub. It's weird. Now I am a little irritated because I did make a group for Monster Hunter World, and it didn't put me in that group for up there. It's just showed a random game icon. I don't know why, so I'll have to figure that out at some point.
We're on the hunt.
Let's head to the Ancient Force Research those Kestodon. Yes, okay, we can finally start this. So we want to do Kestodon Kerfuffle. Alright, when lucky vouchers are used when posting a quest, you'll receive bonus rewards upon completing the quest. Be sure to use vouchers whenever you have the chance. Random quest rewards are guaranteed to drop, and reward money doubles. Note, lucky vouchers are obtained via login bonuses. 1 voucher is delivered each day, and you can claim up to 5 days worth, 5 vouchers of vouchers at once. Also note that you can only carry a maximum of 5 vouchers at one time. Yeah, we're not using that. Okay. And we're ready. So let's go.
Okay, our job is to call a certain number of Kestodon. Recently, their numbers have been getting out of hand.
Want to get going?
Alright. I already caught those guys, so we're not going to worry about catching them now. We'll put my capture net on. And let's use our easy rations.
Ah, there we are. Those, my friend, are Kestodon. Let's see you take him out on your own. Huh.
It's weird to see Kestodon grazing around these parts. This must be because of Zora Magdaros. Okay.
Be careful.
Kestodon like to headbutt intruders, so stay sharp. Okay. The male there, that guy's the tough one. And the male's dead.
Not bad.
Alright. So the other thing that's nice about Monster Hunter World is they kind of found a happy medium with hunter arts and hunter styles. We know... Oh, that was weird.
Kestodon are the least of your worries.
I was worried the game
There are
crashed.
a lot bigger monsters lurking in this forest.
Luckily it did not.
The endemic life around here can come in handy during a hunt. Try to learn as much as you can about them.
Ugh, I was really scared there for a moment. The game was going to crash. Now I'm getting worried because it's been like stuttering here. That's weird. However, what I was saying though is they found a happy medium between the hunter arts and hunter styles that generation slash cross double cross implemented. I didn't like the hunter styles or hunter arts. I thought they were too flashy, and I don't know. It just didn't feel natural. Not to mention some were overpowered and some were useless.
Over here.
Whereas now they kind of implemented new moves into the weapons that are very similar to hunter arts, but they make more sense for the weapons, in my opinion at least. I always forget about these birds and I never catch them. It's so annoying.
Huh.
Alright, so there's more.
Be careful.
Yeah, they're just Kestodon. I'm not really worried about them. So as you can see, there's fish down there too, so we could go fishing. But I'll show you what I mean by being similar to hunter arts here in a second. I just had to get enough spirit energy. So this is what the longsword has, for one thing. That's the Helm Splitter. It also has a move called Foresight Slash. Shoot. Hitting that thing in the head and its head's hard. Ow. I was behind you. Once we get a chance, I'll show you Foresight Slash. Alright, we're going to leave that female alive for a second, unless Shadow kills it, to gather here. So that was the Helm Splitter. That's one of the Longsword's new moves. The Foresight Slash. Oh, Shadow killed it.
Up our work here. Wait. Hey, come here. I think I found something.
Yeah, I'll be there in a second. Alright, it's going up there.
Here. Look at those Kestodon. Something's up in there. Now!
Alright.
Gotcha! Alright, partner. New assignment incoming. Take down that Great Jagras. If
Alright.
you're not ready, you can return to base and take on the Great Jagras quest later.
Wanna get going?
We'll take care of it now. So now we can fire us an SOS.
Friends for help. Go to the menu and select SOS Flare to signal it. And you're going to need friends when you go up against some of the tougher monsters. In order for the scout flies to better track a target monster, you need to keep finding traces of it. Like footprints, for example.
Okay, so the SOS Flare, you shoot it up. People can search for quests by SOS Flare and just randomly join you. It's just to allow random people to join your quest. That's all it does. It's kind of nice. That way, if you start a quest and you find that you can't handle it, you can get help. You don't have to abandon and then find an online room. Instead, you just fire an SOS Flare and people can join you. It's very handy. Assuming you get people who are helpful. The downside to it being randoms is that a lot of people are not really great at Monster Hunter, and a lot of times it does more harm than good, honestly.
Good. You're turning up a lot of clues.
Alright, so they're definitely going to help us find the Great Jagras now. I definitely suggest picking up as many prints and things as you can find, because the more that you pick up, the more research points you get, and the higher your research of that monster is. And once it hits a certain point, you'll basically be able to pick up their scent after picking up one track instead of having to collect a ton. So it's kind of nice. I'm trying to get that thing. Ow. Yes, I got it. Okay, got the climbing joy perch. Sweet. And also, of course, as I said before, pick up... Well, maybe I didn't say it before. I don't remember. But gather, gather, gather. You're going to want as many materials as you can get, especially if you're going to be using many different weapons. You can play these games for hundreds, if not thousands of hours, and so you're going to want as much as you can get. Also, we need to sharpen our weapon. Because different things are used for different weapons. Like, longsword doesn't really need any materials for it, other outside of...
enough for the scout flies to lead us to it.
Yeah, it's right there.
Lose sight of a monster if you use the focus camera.
Okay, you done? Alright. Longsword, like, doesn't have any materials that are specifically for it other than, you know, what you use to craft it. However...
Use that as sling around.
Man, he really talks way too much. So there's Foresight Slash. So the way Foresight's... Oh, I didn't get to do the entire thing because he kind of moved out of my range. There it is. So you do that. If you time it right, it counts as a dodge for one, and then two, you get to do a roundhouse slash and move up a power level on the longsword. It's nice.
Create some distance and use a whetstone.
I feel like I know more than he does, and I really wish he'd stop. Because I was talking about something else, and I forgot what it was now. Oh, right. So, like, outside of the crafting materials, longsword doesn't need anything in particular. However, things like the bow and the bow gun need certain materials for ammo. So you want to pay attention to that stuff. Oh, I got knocked out of it. I knew it as soon as I was coming down. Which sucks because Helm Splitter, to do it, the Helm Splitter uses up a level of your spirit gauge. But if you land the hit, it starts recharging on its own so that you can spirit combo back up to red.
That monster's really bad now. Be ready for some vicious attacks.
Alright, he's running away. So we'll sharpen and then we'll chase after him.
The monsters are running away. Use the scout flies as a guide and they'll lead you right to them.
Yep. Scout flies are nice. They are the new paintball, and I think they, one, make more sense. It makes way more sense from a lore standpoint, and two, I don't know, they're just nice. I like them more than the paintball. I don't have to worry about a monster fleeing and me following it, and then all of a sudden the paintball wearing off at the last second and not knowing where the monster went. If I've gathered enough research, I will know where they go. I can't wait for those stupid prompts to go away. I think you have to get to a certain point because I turned off button help or whatever it's called. It's getting late, so of course my brain's not working quite as well. I can't think and use correct words anymore. I got greedy because it's a great Jagras and I really don't fear it in the slightest.
Monster's tired. Now's the chance to deal some serious damage.
Dick. Where are you going? Back here. I think he's going to try and eat. Oh, also honey is your best friend. Get as much honey as you can. Oh, someone's weak.
The monster's almost done for. Chances are it'll retreat to its nest.
It'll only retreat to its nest if I let it. Ah. No! It's getting away. After I said if I let it, and then I let it. Oh, where's it going? That's not its nest. gosh, come back here. Stupid Great Progress, come back here. Oh my god, where are you going? And it needed one more hit. Are you freaking kidding me? It made us go on that wild goose chase, and it freaking needed one hit. Ugh. Alright, so now you get your carves, 3 carves per large monster, though there are some larger monsters that give more carves, but the general rule is you get 3. As you can see, got 3, now I can't carve them anymore. Simple enough. Ooh, something rare. Light crystals, sweet. I wonder if that's what we need for our next level of longsword. It's either that or it's the earth crystals, which I don't know if I can get earth crystals here. Cool.
I think we got a lead.
Maybe. Let's check it out. Hey. Well, you were right. There's our mark. Something's got him agitated. Look over there. What in the heck is that? I've never seen anything like it.
You think it's from Zora Magdaros?
I'd like to find out. But we better report back first. All right?
Alright. Get our rewards here. Lots of rewards. Hunter rank 2, which is cool. Our largest Great Jogress, of course, it's the first one we took on. Pelico hit level 3. Gadget proficiency for Vigor Osprey increased. Got our first badge. Welcome to the new world. We can now take on 2-star assignments. Alright, very cool.
I see.
So you think you found something that'll lead us to Zora Magdaros? Well, I'd send some researchers out right now, but not with the pissed off Puke hanging around. Puke territory, that's pretty deep in the forest. We'll be better equipped to take it on. Once our team from the resource center is done rebuilding the forest camp. Once it's ready, we make our move.
Going?
Until then, we do everything we can to help them get that camp up and running. Let's get to it.
Once the camp is set up, you can go after that Puke.
Wonder where the resource center is.
Alright, so we got some people to talk to.
How are you feeling?
So, Hunter, have you gotten used to how things work around here? New world, new rules. It's something you have to get used to. But you will get used to it. You have to. Your life's counting on it. Not to mention others as well.
Huh.
Look around you. Everyone here, strange or crazy as they may seem, they've all crossed the sea just like you, and they've all carried out their duties. They looked the new world in the eye and realized the old way of doing things wouldn't cut it. Didn't stop them, though. They had conviction. Do you have conviction, Hunter? You should get to know your colleagues. Maybe some of the craziness would rub off on you. Ha! Alright. So here's our Poogie. Let's go pet the Poogie. talk to us? Alright, just someone up there, and we gotta go to the research thing to get our Great Jagras research level. So we'll do that. So, is it true they say you've picked up Zormagros' trail? Well, I sure hope so. I've been placing bets with the others that you're the hunter who's going to bring back the goods. Don't let me down. So, what is it? Great Jagras. Awesome. Alright, now we gotta talk to this guy.
Good to see you.
Ah, Hunter, since you've established yourself as a reliable presence here, I'd like to make a little request. When investigating large monsters, you can either slay or capture them. Naturally, both have their scientific merits, but frankly, well, it would be better for our long-term research to receive a live specimen that we can later return to the wild. So if you capture your quarry alive, you'll be commended for it and receive greater rewards. Commission rules. How about it? Capture your targets instead of slaying them, and you'll be making a great contribution to our efforts here. Except I hate doing capture quests. If I can avoid them, I generally do. Alright, let's talk to our provision manager.
Oh, you are too good to me.
Well, Fiver, is it true you're going to help us rebuild the camp? That is excellent news. I hope you're as good as they say you are. If so, we'll have plenty of work for you. After all, the Commission studies lots of things, not just the Elder Dragon you came here with. Maintaining and improving the base is a full plate of tasks in itself. Can't study anything without a proper HQ after all. The resource center here is in charge of divvying up all that work and making sure it gets done. So back to business. Your job is to establish a camp. Go on an expedition into the ancient forest. Find a viable campsite and make sure it's safe. If any monsters have decided to do any camping in your spot, you'll need to chase them off.
Let me down.
Got it? The bounty is for establishing the camp. Alright, rebuild the ancient forest camp. Secure the campsite. Reward is 200 research points and a voucher. The Resource Center oversees researcher requests and manages the resources required for their investigations. To do bounties, you need to register beforehand, whereas delivery requests can be completed by just handing in items. When you unlock investigations during quests and expeditions, check in with the Resource Center to make them available as special quests. You can view Resource Center information at any time from the Start menu under Resource Center. Alright, register bounties. Bounties are missions you complete over the course of your quests and expeditions. First check the critical bounties, then pick a registered bounty. You can take on multiple bounties at once. Most bounties will reward you with armor spheres and research points. Once you've completed the bounty, drop by the resource center to collect your reward. Register bounties. You can select up to 6 of these from the list to accept. The list is updated when you return from a quest or expedition, so check back frequently. Critical bounties. These bounties unlock new facilities or upgrade existing ones and are accepted automatically. They can all be completed in parallel with your registered bounties and with one another. The limited bounties. These quests are offered periodically to online users around the world and are available for a limited time only. When the next limited bounty is released, it will overwrite the previous one. If you want to complete them all, be sure to keep an eye on the expiry date. Which is unfortunate. I don't know that we're going to have time to finish all of them. Because I'm pretty certain they expire tomorrow.
Okay, let's get this expedition
That's not
underway.
what I wanted.
Meet me at the gate.
No, Poogie. I need to talk to these people. Alright.
Don't let me down.
Right now, there are 2 things we need you to do. 1, go on an expedition to the ancient forest and make sure that the site is safe to set up a camp. 2, chase off any monsters you find hanging about. Think you can handle it? Of course you can. Alright, limited bounties. Expires in 1 day, yeah, so I'm pretty certain that they'll expire. They either expire tomorrow or they expire the day after, like early in the day.
Just by heading out to the
So
gate.
I hope they're
Or you can use the world
not
map.
tomorrow. I hope
Whatever's easiest for you.
I can even play tomorrow and still try and finish these, because we need 3 Great Jagras, 4 Anjanath, and 5 Flying Wyvern. The Great Jagras is easy. The Anjanath can see kind of eking out not too badly. The Flying Wyvern we have to get to, and that's going to be rough. But we'll see what we can do. Alright, so next we need to go out into...
Right now, we're at a stair. If you want to go on an expedition, open your world map and choose your destination. For this expedition, we need to head to the ancient forest. We can expand expeditions as we delve further into the new world. Pretty good incentive to explore, right?
Alright, I just want to make sure there's no one else to talk to. Nope. Alright, one last thing I want to do then is just check and see if the light crystal is what we need for our weapon upgrade. I don't think it is, but it's not going to hurt to check. Up.
Want something making?
To conduct solid research, you need solid equipment. And to create solid equipment, you need solid materials. So, what are we having together this time? Oh, crap. Forging equipment. New weapons and armor can be created by selecting forge equipment. Most weapons, however, can be created via forge equipment. Most weapons, however, can't be created via forge equipment. Instead, you'll have to make base weapons first and then upgrade it into a more powerful weapon via upgrade equipment. All armor can be created via forge equipment. Equipment skills are helpful skills that remain active as long as you have the piece of equipment equipped. Each armor piece has its own skills. Be sure to keep an eye on the skills when forging and upgrading your gear. If multiple pieces of gear share a skill, the skills level will be the sum of each piece's skill level. Equip sets of gear with the same skills to power up those skills effects. Simple enough. But what I wanted to check... Nope, it's got to be earth crystals then. Okay, that's fine. We won't be upgrading that for a bit. So, let's go on this expedition. Which, we have a Great Jagras and an Anjanath here, so I should try and kill them both if I can. Which means I want to eat at the Canteen. Because this could be a rough go. Now the nice thing is, since it's an expedition, we have infinite feint, but you only have a limited amount of time to defeat the monsters before they run away. Eating meals can boost stats such as health and stamina and grant special food skills. Select the meal you wish to eat from the menu. The meal effects are shown in the center of the screen. Take a good look at each meal's effects to help you determine which one will provide the best benefits for your next hunt. Food skills have a probability of being activated. Use fresh ingredients to raise the probability. Note that meal effects are not saved. Meal effects end when any of the following happen. You complete a quest, you return from a quest or expedition, you faint during a quest or expedition. You can eat again at camp a short time after eating a meal, about 10 minutes. Don't forget to eat again after fainting. Meal effects will carry over when starting a quest during an expedition or when switching from an expedition in one locale to another. Alright, pay with money, custom. There's one fresh one. So I guess we'll read these. Wyvern thigh, wyvern skirt steak, barbecued short rib, white liver, jumbo whelk, scallop chips, cudgel onion, plumpkin. Alright, this is the only fresh ingredient we have, which kind of sucks. Oh, we can only eat 2 things? Well, I guess we're taking defense for now then. It'll be rough, but we're gonna try and take on the Anjanath on this quest. Or not quest, this expedition, because we need it for our limited bounty. We have people to talk to out here. You can depart on an expedition by selecting a destination from the world map without first accepting a quest. Unlike quests, expeditions are very open-ended and are great if you want to freely explore the world. Expeditions have the following special characteristics. There's no time limit. You will not fail no matter how many times you faint. There are no completion conditions or rewards, but you will keep any materials you gather and points you earn. Monsters will depart the field after a set time elapses. You can decide when to return from an expedition. Once you're done exploring, return by doing one of the following. Speak to the handler at camp, select return from expedition from the menu, select a stair from the world map. When you return to camp after completing a quest, you will automatically switch to an expedition. If you then accept a new quest from the handler, it will take less time to prepare for that quest, provided that the new quest takes place in the same locale.
Let's look for the campsite.
Looks like I always say, research is neat.
The campsite first, or if you're lost, open up your map or use your scout flies to track them.
Jesus Christ, they talk way too much. Like I always say, research is neat, but
Whenever
first...
you leave the base without sighting
Oh my
or
God.
lost, you'll go on an expedition. There's no time limit or cap on how many times you're allowed to faint, which means you can explore to your heart's content.
Are we done? Okay, like I always say, research is neat, but first we eat. You have a BBQ spit handy. Just grill some raw meat up golden brown and it'll raise your stamina level. Hit B or hit circle to take the meat off the flame. Remember to keep an eye on it. Don't let it burn. You should be able to get some raw meat from Honey Aftermath. In multiplayer, you can enjoy quests and expeditions in a team of up to 4 players formed from the maximum 16 players present in your online session. Players in the same online session can communicate via chat regardless of their locations. Many quests can be joined while in progress. Expeditions are unlocked as you progress through the game. Multiplayer is not available during story-related expeditions. When choosing a quest, select Post New Quest, then set the following options. Players, how many hunters do you wish to join the quest? If you wish to play solo, set this number to 1. Set passcode. Choose 4 numbers. Just check the quest to specific players. Select join a quest to participate in a quest or expedition initiated by another player. Doing so will send the quest leader a join request so they can approve you. Requests are set to auto accept by default. To change this, select quest join settings from the options to set the join request to manual. Expeditions are not listed at the quest counter unless an Sos Flare has been used. If no one in your online session is recruiting for the quest you want, you can select online sessions to move to a new session to try again. Many quests and expeditions can be joined while in progress. However, if you join a quest in progress after a set time has passed since it was begun, you will not receive credit for completing the quest, and you will not earn the quest rewards. Please keep this in mind when joining quests. You will still retain any items card from the monsters or gathered while on the quest. Rewards for breaking monster parts or capturing monsters will still be earned as long as the relevant conditions are met. Dear Lord. Alright, so no supplies because it's an expedition. We're going to put on capture net. Then I guess I'll set to mega potions. And let's see if we can't hunt down the Great Jagras. There are people to talk to as well, which is kind of a little annoying. I gotta go that way. Let's go that way. Because I want to talk to them. I forgot I completed all this on my console save file, so I'm not used to having to do this. Our resident linear expert there might be able to give us a hand with our research. Great.
Hello.
Oh, hello. I'm a researcher with the Commission. My field is the Grimmelkinds. Yes, Grimmelkinds. Grimmelkinds are a type of Linian that are native to the New World. I wish to communicate with them and learn their lingo, but these creaky old bones just can't keep up with the flighty little chaps. Perhaps you could be of help. By my gnarly knuckles, if you could chase after them, we'd track them down in time it takes you. By my gnarly knuckles, if you could chase after them, we'd track them down in the time it takes to say meow. What do you say? You'd be doing an old man a favor. Alright, so that's a quest. We picked up a quest. Happy days. Let's catch these things. Yay. Alright. There's other people to talk to, and we'll talk to them as we find them. For now, let's keep doing what we are doing here. Doodle.
You can assign a target destination for your scout flies on the map.
Where are they seeing this mushroom colony? There it is. We want that as well. Okay, carrier ants. Cool. Sometimes when you gather those kinds of things, you'll get canteen items. So it's always good to grab stuff like that. There is a paratoad. They're super useful, but I need one for endemic research, so we'll grab that first. I'm guessing that's the Anginath. Great, light crystal. Yes. Not seeing any of the large monsters yet. Zaptanath up here. Our friend's probably definitely going to get to the camp before us because I'm not worried about the camp right now. Is that a flash bug? It is. Sweet. Always useful. These are cool because you can use them to swing around and stuff. I'm honestly surprised that we have not found either of our large monsters yet. I mean, I will admit, one of the big problems is that we don't easily track them yet. And because of that, they might get away pretty easily. Might not find them before they leave the locale. Ooh, that's going to be one of our rare items. Moonlit mushroom. Yep, cool. That should be a canteen item. Ooh, large doodles, huh? I'm not really looking for the Grimmel kinds right now, though. Is that a bug? No. Really just want to find our monster friends. Man. There you are. Come here, my friend. The cool thing about Great Jagras is that it's moves change when it's eaten. It like starts spitting saliva and stuff. Oh yeah, monsters poop in this game. Alright, so we found that it's an Anjanath. Still don't know where it is yet, but we at least know it's an Anjanath now. Alright, finished our first bounty. Too bad it's not a limited bounty. Oh, there's the Anjanath. We know where it is now. Okay. I don't know if we'll be able to beat him before he runs away, just because of the fact that it's gonna take us a bit to beat things. Did not think that would hit me.
Use a potion.
Don't need to use a potion yet. Back to red. No, I'm not going there yet.
The resource center when we get back.
Oh, we unlocked an investigation. Great. Alright, Great Jagras is dead. Awesome. I think he dropped a white, yeah, a shiny over here.
That's a piercing pot. Powerful type of slinger ammo. That's able to pierce the thick shell of monsters.
Alright, so now I want the mining outcrop. I know this video is going long, but that's fine. These things are foolish. I don't know why they're bothering. Oh my god, get out of the way. Why they're bothering me. That's not what I wanted to do.
Your wildlife map keeps track of where you are and where the scout flies are taking you. You can also use it to keep tabs on monsters.
Yay, take me to the Engineath. Oh, also if we check the resource center now, you'll see under limited bounties that we've got 1 out of 3 great joggers killed. Oh, I think there's a Toby Kadachi here. I think that's what those smaller feet are. I want to grab them because I want to see what monster it is. That's the Antonath. Still hasn't told us what it is. Pretty certain it's a Toby Kadachi though. There's our Antonath friend.
Hey, partner!
I'm not afraid of an Antonath. Jesus. That monster's dangerous. He's not that far off from where we are now, difficulty-wise. Yes, he's gonna hit hard. Yes, it's gonna be difficult compared to the Great Jagras, but he's not that difficult. Alright, he's gonna run away a bit, so we're just gonna sharpen up. I love that she's just like, just ignore it. Nah, we're gonna fight it. Yeah, you hit hard, I know. Oh, come on, that shouldn't have hit me. Silly. Ah, crap. That was my bad. I did my feint a little too early. Still not giving up though. We need to beat him, so we're gonna try. It's gonna take a little effort, and hopefully he doesn't run away before we can finish him off, but we need to be able to hunt him and beat him. And granted, we might get quite a bit stronger weapons by the time we're actually supposed to fight him. That's our resident fishing master. You won't find a better angler around. We hopefully will have better weapons by the time we're actually supposed to fight the Anjanath, but I need to start beating them as soon as possible. So if I can beat him now, I'm going to beat him now. Shoot. not gonna hold him for long, as you can see, but better than nothing. What? Oh, crap balls.
Mounted the monster. Now's your chance to top it.
Oh, my stamina dropped at some point. That's not good. I'll have to rectify that at some point.
Okay, it's down. Now's your chance to get in there and tear it up.
He really did not stay down for very long. Alright, he's running away, so let's sharpen here. I don't know where it sees these doodles. Oh, there it is. Let's go back after the Anjanath here. Oh yeah, we need to... Actually, I want to eat the Wiggly Lychee. Gives us better stamina recovery for a bit. What? Ah. That is not the button I pressed, but okay. Should have done a fade slat or a feint. That's what I was trying to do. But it just did a normal spirit slash for whatever reason.
Over here.
I don't know what happened there. It's like he suddenly decided to stop attacking me. What the heck? Alright. It's rough with low armor, but that's kind of cruddy. I don't know how that happened, honestly. Most likely it's because I'm getting tired, but whatever. Try this again. If you're wondering why I'm not eating, it won't matter because we can't get a health boost at the moment anyway. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat the Anjanath before it leaves the area. I'm going to talk to this guy real quick and get that over with so that we have his quest. Howdy, Hunter. How's it hooking? Gotta say, there's no better way to spend the day than fishing. I'm the lucky guy the Commission has put in charge of studying fish and fish-like creatures here in the New World. Well, let me tell you, I love fish and I live for it. I fish in my sleep, I sleep with... I'd already caught all the old world fish, every last one. So when they offered me a job here, I accepted hook, line, and sinker. Anywho, my life here can be all work, so I've been looking for a chum who loves the lure as much as I do. What do you say, Hunter? Are you game? If you're interested, just give me a holler. I'd like to see what you're made of. And I just love me some good fishing, so ready to test your skill? Think you can catch me a pink paraxis in this forest? Let's see you do it. You'll find them at this fishing spot as long as you've got the talent, but this shouldn't be too hard a fish to reel in. Alright, so capture pink paraxis. Okay. I think it's this button. Yeah, okay, nothing special there. Alright. So we catch Pink Paraxis, we'll get a Wyverian print and some research points. We'll do that later though. It's gonna leave a lookout. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about him then. We're not gonna have enough time to kill him. So let's grab the other quest and then we'll head to the campsite. The Anjanath's gonna have to wait until we get stronger weapons. Kinda sucks. I wanted to take him out, but we're not doing enough damage to really deal with him, and obviously I'm having issues for whatever reason. I usually don't have trouble fighting this guy. Yeah, goodbye. You get to live for now. I'm ignoring you, go away. Deal with you later. That's our resident capture expert. She's a master at, well, capturing things. Maybe she'll give you hints on how to snag some little critters. Well, hi there. Fancy meeting someone new out here. I'm the editor in charge of the field guide. It's my job to learn and disseminate as much as possible about the endemic life here. The endemic life here includes small animals, fish, basically anything that won't try to eat you, and I love them all to pieces. My research tasks are to capture, observe, study, verify, record, and play with my endemic life I find. I'm a busy bee. The new world is literally crawling with undiscovered specimens. I don't even know where to begin. I don't have enough hands. Enough hands. Oh yeah, what if you become my assistant? If you capture any endemic animals, you could even let them loose in your room for some first-hand observation. Who could say no? But don't answer just yet. Think it over, then come see me again. I promise little critters will bring you nothing but joy. Oh goody, you've already made up your mind to help me. I knew I'd tap the right hunter for the job. To start out things off, could you take a look around here and capture me a woodland pteryx? They look sort of like prehistoric birds. Watching them glide effortlessly from tree to tree is just the darlings are little bundles of joy. And oh, I've just got to have one of my own to observe. Please and thanks, assistant. Capture a woodland pteryx. Alright, same thing, first Wyverian print stuff. We'll deal with it later because I know this video is running long. I'm already upset with myself for not being able to beat the Anjanath. So let's just
Over here.
do this. Looks like a place they want to make camp is right up here, huh? They picked a pretty good spot. Alright. Set on up. Monster is called a Kulu Yaku. Your scout flies can guide you to monsters. You can all kinds of gatherable items. Press share to open the wildlife map. Use the cursor to select target you wish to seek. Then press our right stick to place a pin on it. Your scout flies will take it from there. During expedition, simply collecting monster tracks will not engage your scout flies guide feature. To do so, make use of map pins. Alright, we gotta defeat a Kulu Yaku.
Return to base from an expedition. Open the wildlife map and switch to the world map. Then select Astera.
Oh, thanks. If you're upset that I'm not fighting the Anjanath, I'm sorry, but he's already about to leave the area. I don't think we can do enough damage in time. And honestly, I'm clearly not fighting well. I'd rather get a better weapon first. It'll just be better that way. Smarter, at least. Let's take this guy on. We'll work our way to the Anjanath. Why? Come back here. What? Where are you going? As much as I love Monster Hunter, I have no misgivings that are... I don't believe myself to be great at this game. I think I'm pretty average, so yeah, I'm not really upset that I'm not beating the Anjanath right now. Because I know I'm not the greatest at these games. If you're looking for some speedrunner who's amazing at everything, I am not the person to watch. thing stop moving? He's running away again. Chase it down. I'm actually surprised that the engineer hasn't left yet. I maybe could have beaten it. It's still here. It said it was going to leave soon, so I assumed it would have been gone by now. Paralyzed with a paratoad. Oh my god, stop moving around, you dumb bird. Shoot. Come back. I don't have any slinger ammo to shoot at him. God, Kuli, you just died. And it ran away again. Is the Anjanath still here? Or is that a new one? Return from expedition. Huzzah. Yay, Palico level 4. And Vigorous Spray went up to level 2. Which increased its efficiency. We also got the Movement Mushroom to the ingredient list of at the Canteen for delivering movement mushrooms. So yay.
Magnifique.
Thanks for making sure the campsite is safe. We went ahead and got the camp all set up. It's yours to use as you like. And now that I know that you're made of, Fiverr, I hope I can talk to you and taking jobs from me more often. Alright, Northeast Camp in the Ancient Forest is available. Alright. Got some talking to do here.
I have something
Now that I have your attention, I have something special just for you. And the job is to get us an ample supply of mega potions. A hunter of your caliber should know how important they are to any quest. Having said that, we are in short supply and we need someone to help us refill our stocks. Plus, it wouldn't hurt for you to revisit the basics of crafting every now and then, no? So please be a good sport about this and help us out. We're counting on you. So deliver 1 mega potion, which I have 59, and we'll get, oh, and we need 50 points. So crafting stuff is hunting 101. Mix some honey with a potion, you get a mega potion. Go on, give it a try. We get dice steak in the canteen if we do this, so that's good.
Magnifique.
Look at how useful you are. I can tell you are quick to adapt. Good. Keep it up, and I have a few jobs of my own for you to take care of. Okay, tell me about what you found. So we finished that, so we got a voucher and 200 research points. Finished mining, so we get an armor sphere and 40 research points. Let's register bounties to replace this. Large monster hunts are usual common. Let's do large monster hunt. And then complete deliveries. So you can complete delivery requests you accept from researchers by turning in the specified items at the resource center. Completing delivery requests will reward you with new ingredients for Canteen or upgrade your facilities. Alright, so mega potion. Deliver requested items. Yes. Now we have ink dice steak at the Canteen. Easy enough. Okay, so let's finish talking to people here.
Hunt's keeping you busy?
So Hunter, have you gotten used to how things work around here? If you ever find yourself circling out there on your own, don't be afraid to send up an Sos Flare. Our other field team members in the area might come to help you out if they see it. Ask for help when you need it, and answer the call when others need it. It'll make you a better hunter. Okay, I just want to finish talking to people and then I'll end this video. I know it was a long one, and I do apologize for that. I expected to be able to take out the engine app, and it did not go well. Just someone up by the canteen, okay.
Working hard?
Hey, working hard? What's that? You heard me mumbling? Yeah, the chef asked me to rustle up some ingredients for him, but I've still got so much eating to do. Whoa, you serious? You'll go and get them for me? Woo, thanks. You're a lifesaver. We Fivers gotta look out for each other, eh? Well, here are the details. Good luck. Alright, you know what gets me fired up to hunt a fancy meal just once. I'd like to try this so-called king of mushrooms. So we need to get a moss swine hide. Okay. Easy enough. I'm gonna head down to where the commander is, and then actually, you know what, we'll end it here. Oh, I'm sorry, in the smithy. In the next video, we'll look at possible upgrades for our weapon and figure out what our next quest is to keep moving forward. So thank you so much for watching. Feel free to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, or subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell icon if you want notifications when I upload new videos, or you can leave comments in the area below the video. However, that is all I have for you today, so thank you so much for watching, and as usual, this is Xephyr, signing out.